changing the world through kindness. In one of the toughest neighborhoods of Chicago, where sirens were more common than lullabies and smiles were rare as sunshine in winter, there worked a humble high school teacher named Sarah Miller. Miss Miller wasn't from wealth. She wasn't famous. But she had a mission: to change the world, one heart at a time, through kindness. The school she taught at was considered a last stop for troubled teens. Violence, poverty, and broken families were the everyday reality for many of her students. Most teachers came and went, burnt out after a year or two. But Sarah stayed. She had been there for 10 years, and never once thought of leaving. She had a simple routine. Every morning, she stood at her classroom door, looked each student in the eye, and said, "Good morning, name. I'm glad you're here." Some kids ignored her. Some scoffed. Some gave her cold stares. But she never missed a day. Among her students was Marcus Thompson, 17 years old, tall, quiet, always wearing a hoodie, headphones in, and pain behind his eyes. He barely passed any subject. He was known to get into fights. Most teachers had already written him off. But not Sarah. One Monday morning, she noticed he had a bruise on his cheek. "What happened?" she asked gently. "Nothing. I tripped," he mumbled, avoiding eye contact. She didn't press. Instead, she reached into her bag and handed him a granola bar. "You probably skipped breakfast again. Fuel up. Your brain deserves it." That small gesture, simple, quiet, kind, planted a seed in Marcus's heart. In the weeks that followed, Sarah would leave small notes on his desk. "I believe in you. Your voice matters. You are more than your past." He never responded. But he stopped skipping class. Then one day, he stayed after school and asked, "Can I talk to you?" For the first time, Marcus opened up. About how his mom was battling addiction. About nights he had to look after his little sister. About how anger was easier than hope. Sarah listened. Fully. Without judgment. Then she said, "You have pain, I see that. But you also have power. And I see that even more." She gave him a notebook. "Write. Write anything. It's yours. No grades. No rules. Just your voice." He started writing. Poetry. Raw, unfiltered, heartbreaking poetry. It became his therapy. Sarah encouraged him to share one poem at the school's open mic night. He hesitated. "They'll laugh." She smiled. "Or maybe they'll understand." That night, Marcus stood on stage. Hands shaking. Voice trembling. He read a poem titled Unseen. "I walk through halls like a ghost in my skin, screaming for help but holding it in. Mama cries silent, bottle in hand, I became the man, too young to stand." Silence. Then, applause. Then, tears. The principal stood. Students clapped. One girl in the front row sobbed. And Marcus, he smiled. A real, deep smile. Years passed. Marcus graduated. Went to community college. Then university. He earned a degree in psychology. Returned to his neighborhood, not to escape it, but to heal it. He became a youth counselor. Every day, he met kids who were just like he once was. Angry. Lost. Tired. And every day, he looked at them and said, "I know it hurts. But I see strength in you." In his office, above his desk, hung a framed quote, "Kindness doesn't change the world overnight. But it plants seeds that grow for generations." Next to it, a photograph, a younger Marcus, standing next to Miss Miller. On the back of the photo, in her handwriting, it read, "To my student, who taught me that one spark of kindness can light up 1,000 souls." And that is how the world changes. Not through fame. Not through power. But through kindness. One heart at a time.